Let's have a look on another problem we can solve with COUNTIF-S. In columns A and B I do have a table, and in each row there is data about one person, the age, and the number of hours he or she spends on the internet. It's a longer table. It's random data actually. And in this two-dimensional table called CrossTable, I would like to have in each of these cells the count of persons from A and B, from column A and B, which in this case fulfills the criteria 0 hours per day in the internet and age 10. And of course I would like to auto-fill it down and to the right, so that I don't have to enter hundreds of cells. And of course the challenge will then be to place the dollars correctly to make accurate absolute and relative references. I have to use my function COUNTIF-S because I have two criteria. The first one is the age, and if you see I click on the A column, it does not work because A1 and B1, the cells are connected. So I have to enter it separately. And of course this criteria, this range is for all the same, so I can make an absolute value. And the criteria for the age is in my column, so I enter this one, D4, and now I have to check the D shall always be the same. Even if I go to the right, the 4 shall change. So I have to place my dollars. This one is not correct. This one, neither. So this one is the one I'm looking for. And now I'm entering the next criteria range 2. Going down in here. And again, this one is the same for every cell. And now the same next one, hours per day. I'll go in here, and what has to stay? The 3 has to stay, the E has to be relative. So I'm toggling again, and you see now I have no dollar in front of the E, but 1 in front of the column, and 1 of the row. Close my bracket, I get a value. If I go down and if I go to the right, you can see I have now some values. In total I have 98, a sum of 98 counts in here. And if I go down here, mark all my cells, then you can see I have a count of 98. So the count of 98 in here and the sum in here are the same, which is a good indicator that the sum of functions have been used correctly. The whole situation gets more complicated if I group some hours or some ages. So if I, for example, make 3 classes, one from 0 to 2, another from 3 to 6, and a third one from 7 to 10. Then I have to have more conditions per cell, because now I have an upper and a lower level and no equal more anymore. But I leave it to you to try it out.